Hey, folks, welcome to the 30 and 5. You're on 560WIND.com every single day, Monday through Friday. Tell your friends, tell your loved ones, tell the people you can't stand. Just get the word around. Tweet, and do what you got to do. Email, text. Let everybody know the Mike North 30 and 5. Outstanding. We tell you in 5 minutes what it takes most stations to do in a half hour. You got all our wonderful sponsors, the Village of Rosemont, All Tough Industries, the Flood Brothers. God bless them. Hey, let's start off with very sad. It was a very brutal weekend for me. I loved Whitney Houston. My wife and I loved Whitney Houston. She was one of the top 5 vocalists, female vocalists, I think, of all time. I'll let you know who the other 4 are with her in due order. But first of all, let's get some unfinished business out of the way. I'm going to say out loud what everybody says in private. Bobby Brown's a scumbag, okay? I understand. They got divorced. But she was, in my opinion, AG, all good, pure as the driven snow until she met this guy. Now, it's like when I was drinking for 40 years, all right? And I was drinking for a long time. Well, not 40 years when I met BB. But if I started pouring shots in front of B and encouraging her to drink and eventually got her to drink, who knows what happens? You got to have somebody steering the ship. When I was drinking, I mean, if BB didn't steer the ship, sometimes we would have had a problem. Bobby Brown gets her hooked on drugs. That's it. He's a scumbag. He's a sweaty, losing scumbag, okay? But she's got to control her own ship. He was gone. He started it, got in the middle of it. Now everybody cares so much about her. Where was everybody? Where was everybody? And those pictures that they took the night or the night of the day she dies, hey, she had just performed. It was probably 100 degrees and there was packed, okay? Now, was she a little drunk? Maybe. Was she high? Who knows? Was she on Xanax? I guess they found prescription drugs. Tony Bennett says last night they should legalize drugs at the Grammys. Tony Bennett should shut up. He said some things about 9/11 not too long ago. She died from legal drugs. Prescription drugs. Tony, shut up and keep singing and thank God that Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr. and everybody else died and that you're left. Because you ain't that good. You're a novelty. But you know what? Bottom line is she's gone way, way too soon. She had some great music. She was the 80s. And here's the top 5 I got with her. See if you agree. Number 1, I got Whitney Houston. This is my people. Diana Ross, number 2. Barbra Streisand, number 3. Ella Fitzgerald, number 4. And yes, I had to throw in a dark horse. From the Go-Go's, Belinda Carlisle, number 5. Great voices. All good voices. Now, I left off Celine Dion, Peggy Lee, Joan Jett. Well, I left Joan Jett off for a reason. But, I mean, great Cher. I mean, some great singers. Didn't even make the list. But Whitney Houston was about as good as it gets. Now, this woman, Adele, comes out of nowhere. Last night, I heard her for the first time on my Fox Sports radio show. I heard that she had won 6 Emmys. They said it in the update. I said, let's play some Adele. Outstanding. Saw a picture, saw her today perform from last night's performance of the Grammy. Not bad. Not bad. Adele. You know, full-figured. The girls from Great Britain, that girl last year and her, full-figured girl, can belt out a song. Well, by the way, Whitney Houston's on right now. I knew it would start. The Preacher's Wife with Denzel Washington is on right now on one of the satellite channels. They'll start dragging out her movies out of the woodwork. She, by the way, had a brand new movie coming out soon. Here's a guy. Oh, by the way, the Foo Fighters won again. Never have heard of, but they win something every year for something. The Foo Fighters. Every year they win a Grammy. I never hear them, but they win something. Tiger Woods. Rolling. Sunday used to be his. No longer. Now we thought he had to contend with just the young guys. How about Phil Mickelson? He thought he was rid of him. Phil Mickelson stares him down and wins Pebble Beach for the 4th time. The Chicago Bulls, just hold your breath, Bulls fans. If Derrick Rose has the bad back and he's got to see a specialist, which he's going to see, and he sat out a national TV game yesterday, which he never does. He's the MVP of the league. He loves to play the game. He loves the game. Then we might have a serious problem, Houston. Just let's look up at the sky and go, hey, Jesus, make it go away. Because he didn't look happy yesterday. Like something's hanging over his head. The weather still hanging over our head in a good way. It's about 25, 30 degrees, a little breezy here in Chicago. Check your other listings. You've been listening to the 30 and 5 on 560 WIND.com.
I'm Mike North for the Village of Rosemont. From the 9th largest convention center to restaurants to theaters, sports venues, and hotels. 5 minutes from O'Hare. You got it all here. Rosemont. You can't miss it.